Peace and blessings, family. Welcome back to the channel. If you are new, welcome. If you are returning, welcome back. In today's video, I'm going to be discussing subject matter that I typically stay away from. I typically do not discuss celebrities or things that are going on, TV, media, but I have received a few emails just kind of asking my opinion on what we are seeing um, with LaTocha and Tamika of Escape. Um, and this is just going to be like a little chit chat, my opinion from a spiritual perspective, from someone who has also lived it. And I'm sure there are so many other people who can just relate. But I also need to explain where Tamika's coming from the perspective of someone who's born and raised in the South. Okay. So that is the nature of this video. Um, and yeah, I'm just going to get right into it. Y'all, I am still offering the 2 question same day email readings for $15. I did open up 3 more slots for full general readings. That information can be found in the community tab. If you have any questions, send me an email. Um, if you want to get a reading, just follow the instructions in the community tab, okay? So we see what's going on. And y'all, I don't know these people, okay? I'm watching this on TV just like you all, but I do want to speak about it from the perspective of someone who was the black sheep. Um, the first episode, there were parts of the first episode that triggered me um, a little bit, and I'm not often triggered by things. Um, but what we are seeing is like classic black sheep, golden child, parent dynamic, okay? But what's happening, and I'm going to talk about it from both sides, and I hope that I'm able to articulate it clearly. God is pulling the wool. He's uncloaking, he's pulling the wool off and exposing the wolves. He's exposing LaTocha and the mom, and he's trying to set Tamika free. If Tamika surrenders to this process, and see, it's not supposed to feel good. That's why she's going through what she's going through emotionally. It's a process. It's not supposed to feel good. It's not comfortable, but God is stretching her. He's raising her up. He's expanding her. He's elevating her, growing her, leveling her up. Her light is when I see her performing and when I see her talking, because her energy is just so beautiful and her light is just so, oh my gosh. I'm just like, shine, baby girl, shine. Because that's what's happening, right? It's just uncomfortable for her because, for years, as she said, she's protected her sister. Now, and it's also classic when the black sheep begins to expose some things, what they will do is try to make everybody think they're crazy. If you notice, LaTocha never really directly answers any question. She deflects a lot. She talks in circles a lot. She hides behind God language a lot. She hides behind the church a lot. But it's not what she says, right? Her energy speaks before she even opens her mouth. And her energy snitches on her every single time. Her husband's energy snitches on him every single time before they even open their mouths. So we know who's telling the truth and who's lying. Like, intuitively, we just know that. Anyone who has eyes, like, who really has eyes to see, can see that. Um, LaTosha's used to being the golden child. She had to be. Normally, the black sheep is the strong one. That's the one that the parent perceives is the strong one, not gonna too much, need them. They could stand on their own 2 feet, etc., etc., etc. Tamika is, she doesn't know it yet. She doesn't know her strength yet. She's gonna find out though. LaTocha is insecure, and her energy gives off that she's always been insecure. And her insecurity is the root of her envy, her jealousy, her bitterness, her resentment, and all of those things. And the mother said that Tamika was jealous of LaTocha, but no, LaTocha is jealous of Tamika. She's jealous of Tamika because even she knows or thinks or feels that Tamika is the better, stronger singer. See, everything is a competition to LaTocha. Everything is ego with her. And until she, you know, dies to the flesh, until she crucifies her flesh, crucifies her ego, she will continue to repeat these cycles of nothingness. We can all look on the screen and feel the energy of fake when we see Tamika and Rocky on the screen. It's very performative. Like it just gives off very much fake vibes. It's like, just be y'all. Be how y'all normally are, because that's kind of what the people want to see. And those of us who really about this spiritual life, not just hiding behind it, can actually see that it's very performative, you know. Um, her and her mom is, there's a reason, right? That Tamika is the black sheep. And it could be because she maintained a relationship with the dad. Maybe she looks like the dad, something. I don't know. But there's a reason. And parents will always say, no, I don't have a favorite. I love all of my kids. I love both of my kids. They will always say that, but because they don't see their own actions. They're going to go with the one that they can control. They're going to go with the weak-minded one, the one that needs them. Because if they need them, they need to always be in their good graces. And so they're going to allow them to have that little bit of control. Yeah. Sounds crazy, I know. So, but what's happening is now God is exposing. It's like this has gone on long enough. See, Tamika is really the chosen one. She just doesn't know it yet. It's gone on long enough, and so now God is exposing some things. He's exposing wolves in sheep's clothing. He's pulling the covers off. LaTocha is not able to hide behind church or religion or God anymore, because he's exposing her in a way to where her spirit is telling on her. hmm and the fact that she's miserable on the inside, and again filled with jealousy and hate and bitterness and resentment, her spirit, her energy is snitching on her. But that's how God has her exposure, right? And by the same token, the mom is being exposed. The husband is being exposed. hmm It's like the wool has to come off. This is a huge tower moment. Everything got to be burned down to the ground. Yes, the secret's got to come out, because when he begins to when Tamika begins to re-emerge, when he begins to pull her out of the fire. Right now, she's being tried by the fire. She's being transformed. hmm hmm She's being transformed. But as she begins to emerge as the phoenix rising, she will be an entirely new person, stronger than she is now, mentally, spiritually. And oh, best believe she's very, very well protected. Best believe that. The problem for Tamika, though, is she's born and raised in the South. And in the South, we are taught generationally to just accept the toxicity of the family. Like, you just accept it. You don't say nothing. That's your family. You love them anyway. Don't matter what they do, etc., etc. And so that's why for her it is so hard. That is why for her, like, it's killing her that her mom and her sister are being exposed in the media right now. That really truly hurts her. And that people are dragging them. But that's how God got it set. You see how now people are beginning to hear Tamika's true voice. Her true voice can shine. She doesn't have to water herself down anymore to make her sister. It's like she's always dimmed her light so that her sister's light could shine. That's how they were groomed. That's how they were raised. She doesn't have to do that anymore. And so now people are really seeing Tamika's true light. People are really hearing Tamika's true voice and seeing her true capability. When I tell y'all that God is about to catapult her, all of this is happening is by divine design. It had to happen in order for her to reach her next level, in order for her to reap her harvest. God is separating the wheat from the tare. And yes, it hurts because it is her earthly family. But baby, when I tell you that God is about to do something so grand in her life, eyes have not seen, nor have ears heard what God is going to do in her life on the other side of this. We are about to see her over the next few years, like, really be in our faces and really, as they say, get into the bag. Like, she's gonna be involved in a lot all over the place. We may see her on TV in some way. We may see her in music alone and with her group. Who knows? Maybe the group will do a new album, like with LaTocha out of the situation. But here's the thing about LaTocha: God is gonna fix it. It's already fixed to where, see, she tried to use the group to be sneaky, but she's going to need the group. That's gonna be her karma. hmm And she ain't seen nothing yet. She hasn't seen anything yet. So, that's kind of where, how I see that. That's kind of what I see unfolding. Um, and just pray for them. Prayer changes things. Prayer works, but God's will always be done, and it is His will to um, elevate Tamika and for her light to shine on the world for the world. It's like it's been long enough that she has had to dim her light and that she has had to hide. The time is now for her to rise. And this is how that had to happen. She just has to surrender to the process. And if she surrenders to the process and just trust it, it'll be so much easier for her. It is not normal in Southern families to go no contact, to break away, especially at our age. The times in which we were raised, and they are a few years older than me, but the times that they were raised and the times in which I was raised is not like today. Now, can I go no contact today? Absolutely, because I'm in a different mind space. But if you're not yet in that mind space, going no contact with your family is completely unheard of. Like, completely. She's not there yet, but she'll get there because she will come to understand that in order for her to truly heal and work on herself and really position herself to be where God wants her to be, she's going to have to let some people, places, and things go. hmm The good thing is she has a relationship with God. She knows who God is, and she understands forgiveness and the power of forgiveness. And what you must understand is forgiveness does not equate to reconnecting. Her forgiveness is going to free her from this. Okay. So those are my thoughts and my opinions on that. Um, y'all comment down below. Let me know how you all feel about it. Let me know how y'all feel about this kind of content too. Um, and depending on that, maybe we can when I'm moved. Um, it was a combination of people asking me about it, asking me to speak on it, and me being moved in my spirit to speak on it because of the dynamics. So, you know, that's what I see. Those are my thoughts and my opinions. I pray that everyone is well and that you all have a blessed day. Peace.